Well, Jose Young's here with MMAfighting.com, speaking with UFC welterweight champion Kamaru Usman. You finally have your fight against Colby Covington coming up. Not the date that was originally announced. We spoke about that a little earlier. But does this time frame does it benefit you at all? Because you were coming off an injury, you're going to fight in November, but now you get another about month and a half to train. Does the time? I know you wanted the MSG card, but in terms of fighting in December as opposed to November, is there any benefit in that at all?
No, really. Actually, no. You know, I kind of wanted to have the option of eating whatever crap I wanted to eat during Thanksgiving, but you know, it is what it is. I was ready to, and I really meant that. November 2nd, I was ready to go out there and put on the show. So it doesn't matter. It just, for him, it's just kind of prolonging the inevitable, the beating that he's gonna get. That's just prolonging it for an extra month.
And you did say you wanted to dominate no matter what, but in your mind, do you want that 5 round just dominate him like you've been doing, or do you want to knock him out fast, just make him hurt, separate him from his consciousness, like you said? What type of fight are you envisioning for this man?
No, definitely don't want to go 5 rounds. That means I have to work hard for 5 rounds, you know? I mean, I love to work hard, but not with a guy like that. No, this is, I'm just to be honest, each and every time I've envisioned this fight in my mind, it's not gone past the first round. It has not gone past the first round. I think there's a lot that is being built up for this fight, and I think once he actually gets in there with me, he's gonna feel that, like, oh shit, you know, I'm stuck in the cage with the lion, and you know, only one guy's gonna leave, and it's definitely not gonna be him.
There's obviously a lot of emotions from both sides going into this fight. Is it hard to separate yourself from those emotions in camp leading up to this fight? I know a lot of fighters, specifically when they fight the Diaz brothers, they ask their training partners to talk trash to them in preparation. Have you done that, or has it been difficult at all to kind of focus on a fight and separate yourself from the emotions?
No, it hasn't been difficult because that's what I do. Like, I put myself mentally in the toughest place possible, and I do that for each and every fight. Like, if I'm fighting a guy that is just a strictly stand-up guy, he has no wrestling, no jiu-jitsu whatsoever, that doesn't stop me. I'm still gonna get on the ground and work off my back or work jiu-jitsu in case certain scenarios happen. So, no, not at all. You know, I'm gonna do what I do. Like, that's me. I'm always in control, physically, mentally. I'm always there. So not at all.
Your last fight, leading up to it, a lot of people were they had crowned Tyron Woodley maybe this generation's George St. Pierre. He's one of, if not the greatest welterweight ever. Everyone obviously favored him outside of yourself in your camp. Would beating Colby Covington be sweeter than beating Tyron Woodley in the fact that there wasn't as much animosity, but who he was and how the fans and media viewed him entering that fight?
It will be, absolutely, because this is a fan fight. It's like I said, it's very rare that the stars align to where fans actually get what they want. They know that I'm the man for the job, and that's why this fight is so heavily favored. This is the most anticipated fight of the year, and there's a reason for that. It's because this is what the fans want. This is what I want. This is what the people want. This is what the people of Africa, the people of Brazil, the people, my European people, my Asians, you know, my Jamaicans, you name it, everybody. This is what they want, and December 14th, they're gonna get it.
Well, that's gonna be one of my next questions. How has the fan support been since they finally announced this?
Okay, let me see. Where's my phone? Let me show you something. This is daily. I want you guys to see. This is daily. Actually, it's right now. It's 1:57. It's 1:57. And when I was in the car coming here, I think it was like 11:47, something like that. When I looked and I deleted my spam messages on Instagram. Right now it says 99 plus. Look at that.
How many of those are about Colby Covington?
About 99%.
Really?
I mean, some of these messages are, I can't wait for you to kill this fucking guy. I can't. Can you shut this guy up? I'll read you a couple. Oh my God, I didn't realize. Oh my God, I didn't realize this was actually happening. Please, September 14th, end this guy. I mean, I've gotten oh my God, some messages from, I can't wait for you to kill this racist guy. It's been a ton of messages. And, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I put all that aside. I have to be the guy who steps in there, and I have to be the guy who goes out there and puts it on this guy.
And I have to ask you this specifically. Colby Covington in an interview, when someone asked him about why this took so long, he was talking about his contract. He said the UFC was using slave labor negotiations during this negotiations. I have to get your response to that, his comments about it.
Well, like I've said, when it comes to negotiating a fight, there's three sides to it. There's the A side, which is my side. There's the B side, which is Miss Covington. And then there's ultimately the UFC, who is the judge, the jury, and the executioner in some sense. And on our part, we did our job. We said yes. We've always said yes to every opponent. And the fight still didn't happen. So, you guys can kind of guess why that didn't happen.
Were there any truths that they had offered you Jorge Masvidal for the MSG card when Colby Covington was kind of playing this negotiation tactic with the UFC?
They threw the name out. I didn't know how serious they were about it, but they threw the name out. I mean, in negotiations, people are going to play dirty all the time. They're gonna do whatever they can to negotiate. That's what it's called, negotiations. But yeah, I heard the name. The name was thrown at me, so I didn't know what the seriousness of that was. Obviously, not that serious, because that's not the fight that we're getting. So,
You did brush aside the BMF title when I asked you about this at the press conference. You didn't know what it was, the bad motherfucker title by the UFC. A lot's been made about this. Apparently, The Rock is going to put the belt around the winner at Madison Square Garden. He's going to be in attendance. As the champion of this division, are you going to pay attention to that fight? Because a lot of eyeballs are going to be on that fight. You obviously believe you're going to beat Colby Covington. How much are you going to be paying to that for fan interest and money revenue that you can make?
No, I'm not. I mean, it's a fight, just like any other fight. What purpose is that fight? So in 10 years, you're gonna tell your grandkids, "Hey, kids, I was the BMF champion." And grandkids, "What is that, Grandpa?" "Oh, it was something the UFC decided to give us." That's like getting a participation medal. I mean, there's what is that? You're not the best fighter in the world. There's 25 losses between the two of you, or 24, 23, however many there is. That's a lot of losses. How are you the baddest MFers in the world when you got that many losses? You've been beat up by some badder dudes, that many times. So, no one cares about that. December 14th, the welterweight champion of the world is going to defend his belt against the next guy in line, and that's all that matters.
Well, thank you so much, and good luck in December. Appreciate you.